All right, I am back, y'all. I've never had that happen before. I was literally in the middle of a reading and StreamYard signed me out for some reason. I need to just start going live directly from my YouTube. So I actually may start doing that soon. I may give up on StreamYard as a platform because that was ridiculous. I've literally never had that happen. Um, Give me 1 minute. I'm just going to go through the old video where it cut off so that I can pick up where we left off. Let's see what we need to know. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of confusing myself, I'm just going to start over. I'm just going to shuffle again and start the health reading from square one because whatever message Spirit had for us, it's going to come through regardless of what the cards are. So, all right. Let's see. I'm fine. I'm fine. My StreamYard is just a hating ass bitch. I don't know. That's never happened to me. I was literally here talking to y'all and it just signed me out of my YouTube while I was in the middle of talking to y'all. And I was going off too. I was deep into the health reading. But, you know, whoever makes it back to this stream is meant to be here. I'm sorry to everybody else who's confused and who may not come back. So, ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits that walk with me. Elevated ancestors, what wisdom do we as a collective need about our mental, physical, and spiritual health during the week of February 9th through the 15th? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Yeah, so we're just going to have a reading that's in two parts this week. And again, whoever gets the message gets the message. But that sucked. It was a good number of people here, too, before that happened. But, you know, we're back. It is what it is. Hopefully people make their way back. This is not a week for indulgences. Make sure that you're watching how much you eat, how much you drink. If you did not participate in dry January, that's okay. Just make sure you take a few days this week to be very, very mindful of your consumption. And why is this coming up? Your energy is a necessity this week. A lot of responsibility. This page of Wands, child. This baby keeps coming up. But there's a lot that's required of you in terms of your energy this week, okay? And if you are hopped up on sugar or if you are full of liquor, it's going to be really, really hard for you to have the energy, the vitality, and also just the ambition to get certain things done. Why is this coming up? Some of you guys are stressed. Some of you guys are dealing with heartbreak. I'm just going to be honest. 4 of Cups, disconnection and dissatisfaction with the energy around you. Mind you, the 4 of Cups is also known as the card of the hangover. So this is letting you know that if you overindulge this week, that is the energy that you are embracing, that you're bringing to life. Drain, hangover, lack of clarity, right? Devil card. Be careful not to overindulge. This is not a time to overdrink. This is not a time to smoke weed into oblivion. Whatever your vices are, be very, very mindful of how you engage with your vices this week. Because if you overindulge, not only is it not going to do anything to help you with whatever heartbreak you're trying to numb, substances, or using substances, using overeating, using sex, whatever it is to numb the pain away. It's not only is it not going to work, right? But it's going to pull you out of alignment, right? Lover's card is Gemini energy. It's about being mentally aligned so that you have the clarity of understanding how to move with precision, right? And also romance, I'm be honest, romance may be the thing that's pissing you off or stressing you out, right? And the last thing you ever want to do is let the relationship you're walking away from stress you out and put damage on your body so that you don't feel your best for the relationship that's coming to you, right? Again, Page of Wands. A lot of opportunity for joy, a lot of opportunity in terms of moving forward and executing your passions coming to you this week. This is another reason why you have to be very careful about overindulging. If you overdrink and it makes you tired, if you smoke too much and it makes you sleepy, if you are too reliant on sex and it makes you distracted, you're not going to have the energy to focus and get your things done that bring you closer to your dreams, okay? Why is this coming up? Some of you guys don't have good discipline. You don't have good habits in terms of that will set you up for stability, right? And I think when we think about good habits that set us up for stability, we only think about the positive things, right? Writing out vision boards, exercise. We think about all that stuff. But who are we and what are the habits we lean into when stressed, right? It's not good enough to have a routine that we can lean into when everything's rosy and peaches, right? What are the routines that we have for when life is tough, right? So I'll give you an example. I literally have spiritual baths and salts that I use, that I have on deck, so that if I've had a bad day or if I have picked up some negative energy out in the world, I have those salts ready so that I strip the negative energy off of me, right? So Four of Wands in reverse is coming up to say, you haven't thought about what are the routines you need to pull into when stress is high, when negativity is high. And so the only thing you know to do is double card, pull out the whiskey, start rolling up the weed, call your cuddy buddy, call your one night stand, your booty call. And those are not sustainable, healthy habits, right? Life is going to turn upside down sometimes. Things are going to be difficult. And you have to have habits that are healthy to help you navigate the difficulty, as opposed to just leaning into your vices. Because what does that do? All it does is put you in more indecision. All it does is invite more confusion. Because rather than setting yourself up to be healthy and whole in that Page of Wands way so that you can deal with the busy and the difficult, right? It just numbs you, and that numbness leads into more confusion, okay? I love that we're ending with the Queen of Cups, right? What do I always say about her? She is somebody who understands that she has to have her cup full before she pours into other people and the rest of the world. When the Queen of Cups comes up, she's calling us to ask, what do we need to feel emotionally safe? What do we need to be giving ourselves? What do we need in our lives to feel emotionally nurtured? Okay? The substances, the vices are not helping you feel emotionally nurtured. All they're doing is setting you up for further drain. So when it comes to our physical, spiritual, and mental health this week, we really have to think about what are the habits that are going to feed and sustain us when we hit a rough patch, when we are in difficulty, right? Because we think, okay, I'm having a bad week. This is a time to lean on my vices. But once the vices have done their job, once the numbing agent has worn off, who are you after that? Are you able to pivot and realign and get back into your Page of Wands energy? Or does the leaning on your vices bring you into Four of Cups, which is further dissatisfaction and confusion, okay? So that is the health reading. Oh, let me grab some more water. That stressed me out. so that I can take questions from the audience, okay? Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits walk with me. My elevated ancestors. What wisdom do we as a collective need about the week ahead of us as it relates to money, finances, career, and expansion? Who do we need to be and what do we need to see about ourselves, our habits, and our environment that's impacting our relationship with money, whether positive or negative, over these next 7 days? If there are any blockages, barriers, breakthroughs, challenges, blessings related to the world of finances, related to the flow of and relationship that we have with money at this time, reveal them. Reveal and illuminate those things so that we know how to best prepare and protect ourselves. Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. I'm glad that that message resonated with you, Crystal. Crystal, is this your first time here? Your handle doesn't look familiar to me. If it's your first time here, I want to say thank you and welcome for joining. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Let's see. Actually, you know what, you guys? After I pull this spread, give me a moment to send the new link to my groups, because they may be clicking on the link from earlier and not knowing that StreamYard is a hating ass bitch that kicked me. I still cannot wrap my head around the fact that that happened. That is crazy. It's okay. Whatever hating energy made that happen, it didn't work. Everybody's back. Majority of the people are back. That's all that matters. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. It's interesting because the overall spread is really positive, but the card that fell out is it's negative. I'm not gonna lie. Card that fell out in the shuffle is the Three of Swords, right? So I think some of you all are recovering from some sort of hit. And if you're not recovering, you may experience a financial hit. Some of you guys, and I've been telling people, this Neptune in Aries is impacting all areas of life. Some of you guys may have recently been scammed, and it can be an outright scam, like somebody scammed you for money, or it could be a scam where you were chasing after a job or a position only to find out that the position wasn't real, or that they already had somebody in mind. I think that's one of the most evil shits that organizations and corporations will do, where they will put a job posting up and literally interviewing for people for it, knowing that they're gonna hire internally, right? But something related to your money, there's a recent energy of heartbreak or loss around a lot of people. If this is you and you're not in rich spirit, shame on you. Shame on you. You need to get in rich spirit, okay? Now, here's the thing. Even though that's the card that fell out in the shuffle, whatever this loss is, not only is it not permanent, but it's not going to stop your overall bag. In terms of your generational wealth, in terms of the type of legacy and breakthrough you're calling into your life overall, whatever this heartbreak is, because here's the thing. Three of Swords is heartbreak meant for maturation. And what's the thing that can impede our maturation if we're not careful? Our ego. So whatever this hurt is, whatever this thing is, it was only related to your ego. It's really not stopping. It ain't stopping shit in the bigger scheme of things. This is a week where you make progress that gives you a lot of clarity around generational wealth. It gives you clarity not only about how you want to feel in terms of your money and your finances now, but what it is you need to do to set yourself up for different in the future, and also feed into those who come after you, whether it's your own children or whether it's just your general family, bloodline, and community, okay? Love 10 of Pentacles in a finance reading, because it's saying not only are you going to be blessed in this moment, but the kind of blessings you receive in this moment sets you up for blessings in the future in terms of your legacy, in terms of your lineage. Now, here's the thing. Even though this is setting you up in that way, it's not without work. It's not without sacrifice. It's not without discipline, right? So this is the second time tonight that this message around discipline, opening doors for us, has come up, okay? Yes, you are going to get clarity about what brings you closer to the kind of generational wealth you want to have, but the clarity isn't just something, it doesn't mean that it's without work. There is hard work, and you have to be real, and you have to be disciplined. And the type of discipline that is required of you is built on emotional confidence. I think some of you guys struggle, and I'll say us, because this is a collective reading. I think some of us who are watching either live or in the replay struggle with the sacrifice and the discipline that we need around our finances, not because we're lazy, not because we're self-indulgent, but it's a worthiness issue, right? You tell yourself, there's no point in me taking that trading class, even though it's free, because everybody don't make money from trading. So why am I even going to spend the time learning it, right? You tell yourself, crypto has gone down, or Bitcoin has gone down tremendously, and you need so much money to pour into Bitcoin to make any money, so I'm not even going to try it, right? If you struggle with worthiness, and I mean worthiness in the sense that you believe that there's a certain amount of wealth and riches that is belonging to other people, but you don't have access to, get a hold of that shit this week. Here's the thing. Queen of Wands believes that she deserves everything. She sits in the middle of the room with complete confidence, taking up hella space, because not only does she believe that she belongs to be there, she believes that she's worthy and deserving of everything that comes with sitting in that position. And here's the thing. It's not going to be until you're able to embrace this kind of worthiness that you're able to move in the discipline that you need for your finances to see things change. Some of you guys have not signed up for Rich Spirit because you don't have the discipline to spend $40 on yourself, because you believe that it's a ritual that works for other people and it won't work for you. It's a fucking lie. It's designed to work for any and everybody that is disciplined enough to put the financial investment into it, right? 9 of Cups, gratitude and wish fulfillment. If you can stand in your discipline, and if you can move the way you need to, and if you can make the sacrifices that you need to, your cups will be so deeply full. You will be so happy, right? Remembering that 9 of Cups is typically an energy that comes after a period of hard work, right? We had to be vulnerable. We had to put the work in. We had to be vulnerable with our spirits. We had to ask them for what we wanted so that they even knew what to fill our cups up with to get to that 9 of Cups energy, okay? So again, not only is it the discipline around getting the work done and the discipline around working on your relationship to worthiness, it's the discipline around asking your spirits for what you want. Some of you guys don't even pray for what you want. How is your ancestors going to fill your cup if you're not telling them what to fill it with? How is God going to give you blessing if you're not asking him for the type of blessing you want to see? I think this week it becomes very clear to you, and I'm glad, even though this is not a positive card, I'm glad that this is the card that fell out, because the heartbreak that's meant for maturation is us learning the ways we stand in our own way. And I think once we get clarity around that, it's easier for us to take risk and move forward. Instead of us wanting to wait and have things mapped out for us completely, we move forward and we understand that I'm not going to get the answers until I take the steps forward, until I leave certain habits behind, until I stop being the person who's afraid to invest, until I stop being the person who keeps telling myself I don't get to apply for that promotion. I don't deserve that promotion, right? Knight of Wands, this is a week where when it comes to money, when it comes to career, when it comes to forward progression, we have a battery in our back. Knight of Wands, Aries energy. I want to highlight that we have 2 cards of Aries. We have the Emperor, we have the Knight of Wands. So if you believe in astrology, read up this week about Aries, right? Part of what makes Aries so successful is that they are the initiator. They're not afraid to go after what they want, and they don't wait for a whole bunch of answers. So I think it's beautiful that we have the Knight of Wands after the Six of Swords, because these are both cards that are saying, go for what you want. Stop waiting to be perfect. Stop waiting to have all the answers, right? Some of you guys don't want to take the risk around building up your portfolio because you want to have everything mapped out for you. And that's not the way that it works. It's not the way that it works. So again, when it comes to money this week, we may have had a heartbreak or a loss. And the heartbreak and the loss is related to revelation, right? We come to realize something about how we're getting in our own way, and that information may break our heart. But if we can actually use that information and turn it into wisdom and knowledge, pair that wisdom and knowledge with discipline and self-worth, then we'll be able to see some progress, right? And we'll actually feel emboldened, positive, and happy about moving forward in the work that we need to do, as opposed to fearful and talking ourselves out of the work we need to do. Okay? So that is the reading. That is the reading for the week. That is the overall message. I apologize for the fact that you guys are going to have to watch 2 videos to get the full reading. But again, that was a glitch. And, you know, glitches happen. They happen, unfortunately. But now I'm ready to take questions from the audience. As I'm waiting for you all to send your love offerings and to type out your questions, I just want to bring you up to speed on some things that I'm working on. Most of you guys that are here tonight have actually already signed up for Rich Spirit. But if you haven't signed up for Rich Spirit, I strongly suggest you consider it. We start February 16th, okay? The ritual is going to go February 16th through the 19th. It is a 4-day prosperity ritual that is meant to help you not only strip away blockages from your life, but to bring in opportunity and strengthen opportunity. So if you know you're trying to manifest some big things this year, go ahead and enroll in Rich Spirit. The day before Rich Spirit starts, we have a cord cutting and a blockage removal ritual that we're doing. That's 1 day for 2 hours, 2 to 4 p.m. EST. If you want to join us for that, click the link in the description. The price to entry is $33.33, okay? We still have the love sale going on, so any order on my website over $65, any reading or combination of services over $65, if you use the discount code LOVE, LOVE, at checkout, you receive an additional 20% off. Ancestral Life Path readings are also on sale right now. So if you've never gotten an Ancestral Life Path reading, if it's been a while since you've gotten an Ancestral Life Path reading, consider booking one with me. They will be on sale for the entire month of February, okay? Is there anyone here who has a question for me? Anyone want me to answer a question? If so, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will answer it for you. Was anyone able to send a love offering? Let me check. Okay. Nicole, I see that you submitted a love offering. Do you have a question for me tonight? Does anyone else have a question that they want me to answer? Any questions? If not, I'm going to go ahead and log off just because I'm still a little shaken up from the mishap. But does anyone have a question? I got the cards here. If you want me to answer a question for you, let me know. Any questions from anyone in the offering or anyone in the audience? No question, just an offering. Thank you, Nicole. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. Is there anyone here tonight that would like for me to answer a question for them? Any personal questions you want me to answer? Yes, I just realized. Okay, Tiffany, go ahead and send your question so that I can answer it for you. James Williams, do you have a question that you want me to answer? I don't know who. James, there's a James here. If you have a question that you want me to answer, go ahead and submit it, and I'm happy to answer it for you. Thank you for this week's reading. You're very welcome, Aisha. I love doing these. I knew that even though It wasn't sensible to do it on a Sunday. I wanted to make sure that I got it done. Can I do a honey sweetening jar for myself this Valentine's Day? All right. I got you. Oh, thank you. Nero said, nope, just an offering. I appreciate that. That's really sweet of you. Tiffany, go ahead and put your question. Tiffany, and I'll answer your question after I've done KFS's question. Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits to walk with me. KFS, go ahead and send your love offering when you can. Ancestors, does KFS have permission to do a honey jar for love this Valentine's Day? I got you, Tiffany. I'm going to do you next. If anyone else has a question, go ahead and submit your love offerings and ask your question, okay? KFS, submit your love offering. Even if you can't do the full 888, just send something. It's obvious that you need to do love working, but you need to do a self-love working. Hold on a second. Clarify the lovers. What do we need to know about the lovers? You need to do a self-love working. You have a lot of fear based on your past love experiences, romantic experiences that you project into your current reality. And so until you do a full cleanse and some heart chakra work, it's going to be difficult. Okay, not just for a man. Yes, if it's for self-love and not to attract someone, absolutely, because that's what's needed right now. Here's the thing. Once you get aligned, a lover's going to come to you naturally. And that's why they're getting you to focus on yourself. Don't focus on attraction. Focus on stripping away the negative memories and aligning your heart chakra, Ace of Cups, right? I pulled clarifiers over the lovers. Two of Swords, so you deal with a lot of indecision and a lot of stagnation in your love life as a result of your past. That's why there's talking about a cleansing. And once you do the cleansing, it will naturally align you with an energy of attraction. So if you do the jar, make it 100% a self-love jar. I would encourage you that before you do the jar, do a cleansing bath, okay? And it doesn't even have to be like an ornate cleansing bath. It can be a simple sea salt, lemon, and vinegar, or sea salt, lemon, and Florida water. You can do the Florida water, but Spirit said vinegar for some reason, so I would do vinegar. Okay. But yeah, do a cleansing bath and a self-love jar, and that will open up quite a bit for you. Okay. Tiffany Postley, I love your nails. Thank you so much. I love them too. So the second video didn't get the pleasure of an up close, so let me do it again. I love them. They made me, Cassie, I'm telling you. So my old nail artist started playing with me. Men ain't shit. Let me complain about men for a minute. I had a male nail artist for a while, and at the beginning he was really, really good. And he did this thing, and this is why I rarely do business with men in Atlanta. It's some totally Atlanta shit, even though he's Asian, right? His nail art used to be fucking fantastic. The last 3 times I went to him, they got progressively worse and worse and worse. So I had to stop going to him because you're not going to play with me about my money and have my nails looking fucked up. The last set he did was so bad that I literally almost cursed him out. I left the salon in tears. And then I found Cassie right after that. And I've never turned back. She's been so amazing. Tiffany Postley wants to know if they should stop trying in love. Okay. Tiffany Postley, and I feel like someone else sent an offering. No, it's just Tiffany. All right, Tiffany. I got you. If there's anyone else other than Tiffany that would like a reading, send your question and I'll take care of you, okay? If there's anyone else after Tiffany that would like a reading, go ahead and submit your question and I will take care of you. Ancestor, should Tiffany give up in love? Is it time for her to give up in love? Is giving up on love the answer right now? If it's not, how does she need to pivot and approach her love journey? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. What to do to join the Rich Spirit ritual? To join Rich Spirit, you just gotta click the link in the comments. The link that I reposted may not be working actually, just because I had to restart the stream. So actually give me one moment to grab the link for you, Nero, and I will send it in the comments. I see that Crystal has a question. Give me 1 second. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Having my stream hop off like that really threw my energy off. And the fact that y'all returned and are being patient with me really makes me happy, okay? Really threw my energy off. Hold on. Do you guys see the Rich Spirit link in the comments? Let me know if you see it on the comments of the video. If not, what I'm gonna do is, Nicole, are you still here? Because if you're still here, I'm gonna text the link to you and ask you to post it in the comments. Okay. Nicole, if you just got my text, if you could post that link in the comments section, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. Let me know if you are still here and if you could do that. And if not, then I will tag in Chantel and ask for her help. Nicole, you here? Let me see. I'll try to do it one more time. But it's been, for whatever reason, I'm telling you, StreamYard has its problems. Like, for whatever reason, it doesn't let me put comments in my own. The link is in the description. Is it working in the description? Do you guys see the link now in the comments? Let me know if you see it. So let me answer Tiffany's question, and then I'll try to troubleshoot the Rich Spirit situation in a minute, okay? No, Tiffany, you don't. You need to pivot. Somebody is actually coming into your life that is a good match for you, okay? 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is coming in that wants to bring blessing into your life. So that's another reason why you shouldn't give up. But you should pivot before they arrive, because there's something going on in your approach to love that is not working in your favor. It's actually low-key victimizing you, okay? Whenever the 5 of Swords comes up, there's behavior that we have been engaging in that leaves us vulnerable to attack or vulnerable to victimization. And the 9 of Swords comes up as an opportunity for us to pivot in terms of our war strategy. So there's something you need to be teaching yourself to do, right? 8 of Pentacles, refining a skill set. There's something in your wheelhouse or in your bag that you need to sharpen so that you are better at dating. But no, they don't want you to give up on love. They don't. That's not what they want for you at all, okay? Nero, I clicked on both and joined 2 different groups, I think. Okay, I got you. Once I'm done with the live stream, I'll be able to review the groups and see where you are. And that way, if you're in the wrong group for whatever reason, I can just direct you to the right one. Okay. Yeah, you do need to book a reading. And now's the perfect time to book a reading. All my love and romance readings are on sale until Valentine's Day. So love and romance readings are on sale. Erotic power sessions are on sale. And my love synastry readings are on sale. And you get additional savings when you use the code LOVE, LOVE, at checkout. So if you can do it today, that's great. But if you can't do it today, if you can at least do it by the 14th, you'll be able to get some pretty good prices. Okay. But yeah, I do think you need an in-depth reading, because they're highlighting that there's something you need to work on. They didn't say exactly what that thing is. And if we do an intensive one-on-one reading, I can take time and get honest with you. Whereas there's a little bit of limitation with just a 3-card reading on the live. I think that's all. I don't believe there was anyone else that had a question. Let me scroll up and see. I just want to make sure that I got to everybody. Okay. Let me see. I don't think, let's see. I feel like I got to everybody. How to send a love offering. Crystal, my Cash App as well as my PayPal are both scrolling below. So my Cash App is $Soleil Conjure, SOLE Conjure, or you can send it to my PayPal, which is Manze, MANZE, SOLE at Gmail. But both are scrolling below. Whichever one is more convenient for you, you can send your love offering there. Okay. Since there are no other questions tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for the evening. Thank you all. Love you all. Thank you for rocking with me, even with the mishap and the glitch. I will be back Thursday for Astro Hour, because we do have a really powerful new moon coming up next week. And I also want to talk about some of the other astrological events that are going to be happening in late February going into early March. Okay. Love you all. I'll see you Thursday. Until then, be good, do good, and take care of yourselves. All right. Everybody have a great night.